Morning traders, and this is your Dow Jones day trade setup for today. So yesterday we maintained the range, and we'll get down to the range now. And we've also ended up with a red inside bar. So that is the first warning shot that's fired, that we do have a more extended sideways move, or alternatively a deeper pullback. Now for me, the ideal situation would be a much deeper pullback back down to around 2700, so 27,020, but I'd say 2700 being a round number would be what I'd be looking for, and that would bring me back down to there's my inside tail there, which is that's 26,977. So there's a 50-point buffer there that we need to pay attention to. I just want to double check where the previous high, that is the previous high. Okay, so that makes more sense. So that's what I would expect some kind of a pullback back onto the previous high before we are able to scale in again. So right now, as I showed you yesterday, this was a potential range. I took my profit at the top of the range, wasn't much, a couple of points, but rather be safe than sorry. So you can see what's happening with the moving averages. They're starting to come together. So they're either going to cross over, roll over, and we're going to have a deeper pullback, or alternatively, it is going to continue like this until we have some catalyst that's going to set us loose again. Okay, so I still believe that this was a very strong move, and I would expect a second move to the upside. It may not be from here. We may get a deep pullback and then get our strong move up. And I think it's all about where the value sits. And let me just put this other level in here. Okay, so bottom level is the previous all-time high, which we've broken, and this is sort of the next swing low. So it's between 27,017 and 26,977. Okay, now if we look at the hour, you'll notice oscillators are slap bang in the middle here. Okay, and we'll look at the Bollinger Band, because normally when I see this, I expect to see a Bollinger Squeeze on as well. So whenever everything's running in the middle, yes, a lot of times sort of running in the middle of the range, which is almost what we're doing at the moment. So bottom of range, top of range, running in the middle, oscillators running in the middle. And then let's just have a quick look at the Bollinger Bands, and you'll see we have a Bollinger Squeeze on. Okay, remember Bollinger Squeeze, when the Bollinger Bands come close together, which is indicating that we are ranging, but it is also indicating that watch out, there is a potential breakout coming. And you always want to be watching the 20 moving average for that. So it's just a middle line. Anyway, let's just get back to one strategy, which is this one. And let's put in our bottom of range and our top of range. Right. So as it stands now, it's long off 27,309 and short off 27,422. Okay. Now, what normally transpires in these situations is you have the Asian markets leading the markets down, which is pretty much what's happening. Hang Seng is down 0.6% and Nikkei's down 0.4%, and Korea's down 1%. So some of the major Asian markets are slightly down. We finished flat yesterday, so 0.09 down. None of the other US markets actually even got going. Just check. Okay, the Nasdaq was down 0.5%, but apart from that, there's nothing really. The S&P was down 0.3%. Anyway, so I think we need some consolidation or some form of pullback, and I think that's exactly what we've got at the moment. What we also have inside this range right now, although I wouldn't pay too much attention to it, is this triangle. Okay, now I'm drawing it on the fractals here, but we do have a breakout below, so that could change the picture slightly. So just do it that way. Okay, so we've got a triangle. We're in the middle of the range. Oscillators on the middle. There's nothing really here to trade at the moment. So there's no potential breakout that's happening. There's no lower time frames. There's no real indication of what's happening. The next thing to do is just have a look at the ichimoku. But I want to see the ichimoku on the hour. Okay, so we're coming up to the cloud. We are bouncing off the cloud, right? We've got a flat Kijunsen and flat Kijunsen and Tekinsen is pointing up at the moment. But that is a bearish crossover there. This area here is a bearish crossover. Now we're heading back for a bullish crossover. Okay, so there's nothing really to read into this at the moment. Chico span is inside price, which is indication of range. We are heading for a bit of a twist here. So there is either a bounce, or we'd want to see a break through the cloud, a retest the cloud, and that's going to change our direction. And that basically means a break below the bottom of the range, back up, retest the bottom of the range, and then out. Okay, so another one I like to look at is the 4 hour. 4 hour, nothing really. Trend is up at the moment. We're just ranging, and Kijunsen is catching up to Tekinsen right now. And then if we look at the daily, Kijunsen and Tekinsen are flat, but we're pretty far away from them. So you'd expect price to come back to them. And in that case, we would be expecting price to come back to the previous all-time highs. Okay. So putting it all together, we can come down to the 30 minutes. What you're looking for is a break. Now, I would almost do the following, although I'm not really a fan of narrow ranges like this. So that is my current downward trend line. Okay, that is my current upward trend line. Now I could say it's that one. Those are the first two fractals, but I'm just going to change this to there. So long off the bottom, short off the top. But because we've touched twice on either side, I'd be really cautious with what we're looking for. So if we do break to the upside, no problem, just keep a tight stop and look at this area for profit. I do expect profit taking to happen, but then I'd also expect price to come back down, create another higher low, and then make an attempt to the upside. So my bias is still to the upside. It's only really if we get below 27,300 that the short is on, but it's not going to be traveling for that long. So I suspect we'll come down to one of these swing highs, and that would be another area to belong again. Okay. So my plan of action today is quite simple. I'm looking for some kind of a breakout of one of these levels, to be honest, before I even get in with this. This range itself it's a 119 point range, so I'd much rather have, if we break out the upside, have a stop bottom of the range and take that trade. If we do break the downside, probably won't take the trade. I'll wait for one of the levels to be hit before getting back in long. Okay, so I'm looking for longs, just not in this current situation at the moment. Wouldn't be surprised if this continues ranging today. Okay, anyway guys, that's my view for today. Hope it helps, and I will catch you guys later. Cheers for now.